That's when you starting out and you just a rookie in this thing. You feel like an Oreo cookie. I mean, you just, ooh, this tank, you either sink or swim in this joker. I mean, you either swim or sink in this joker, and you better swim and do the best you can by moving and learning how to, maneuver around things and run through things when you need to. Firing, make sure you get your shots off and kind of watching out for other tanks as you shoot, because you'll have what they call a focus fire, where 4 or 3 other dudes will trap you and try to focus fire to take you out. So that's one of the first ones I got. And what makes this little joker so sweet, it is custom painted. You cannot change the paint job. Now, all the little stickers you see over the period of time, I picked up little things, but the one on the side that was given, the little one in front, I put my own little touches on it for the United States. But other than that, if you look at the upgrade, this is what you're looking at: tier 1 turret, tier 2 cannon, tier 5 motor. I mean tier 5, not tier 5, tier 4 motor, tier 1 tracks, and tier 2 radio. And you can see the schematics off to the side. This is a premium tank. You can train dudes in it, remove guys and train them in this tank and build their stats up. But this is my first tier. That was my first tier tank, and that's been over a year or so ago. And when I was playing the beta, after I played the beta, they gave me this one and this little puppy. I call this one my No Limit Soldier. It is the Locust PS. This is a PlayStation exclusive Locust. We call it No Limit Soldier because when you see one of these boogers, normally they don't have. Some of the guys that were not in the beta did not receive the platinum status that you see right now, which is they have these little with all the silver on it, and it's custom. You see my ammo, you see my equipment I have. Matter of fact, let's get into detailing. All right, this little puppy. Let's go. We're gonna jump over here. Speed wise, it's 64 at the tier it is not the fastest, but one of the fastest tanks at its tier. And that's what you said, tier 3, if not the fastest. Acceleration is do 192. The chassis 40. Chassis rotation is 40. Turret rotation is 40. The rate of fire is, you can get 26.20 rounds per minute. The range view is 330 meters. It's got a high rate of camouflage, but I'm gonna help my tank, brother. So I got that, and then I add the coil springs on the chassis, which came already equipped on this tank. And the ventilation, I didn't have to really do nothing to this tank. I added the small, repair kit, and I also add, like I said before, you can be dumb if you want to. Go out here without this fire extinguisher. I seen dudes get ammo wrecked so many times, and they just, man, what do? You supposed to have a fire extinguisher, dude. So that's just one of those things. But my No Limit Soldier, you probably seen it, and the video is with me on the BusOne show, the little tank that could, and this is it, the little tank that could. This gonna probably conclude right now. I wanted to show y'all one more. That's my baby right there. I love that tank right there, boy. M4, boy. Even got the state flag on that, boy. I'm gonna zoom it in for you, boy. That boy. Still got that state flag on there. Even got that, ooh, look at that boy. I love that tank. But one of my other tanks that I have, and this is for doing ops. Your boy, one of my very first ops I did is the GUP. Oh my goodness. Germany, boy. This is a nasty tank right here. Got 80 in the front. 80 in the front, 30 on the side. and 50 at the top on the front. And I'm sorry about that. 30 on both sides of the top and bottom. 30 on the top at the rear. 20 on the bottom, rear. Then you go through, you got your regular rounds, premium rounds, and explosive rounds. I got 60 regular rounds, 5 premium rounds in this Jigger, and they give me 22 explosive rounds. All right. As you can see, my consumables is steady there, like I always tell people. I got my small repair kit, this small first aid or big first aid, whichever one you like. Always go in there with your fire extinguisher. If you can see, the hit points on this Joker, 480. Speed is 40. And then the acceleration is 440 HP horsepower. Then chassis rotation is 32 degrees. The turret rotation is different, it's 44. And then the rate of fire is 15.00 rounds per minute. And then the vision range is 350 meters. And then you have the meters or miles, but you see it. The camouflage is average, but I have some help. I always add a camouflage net. Okay, and then you have ventilation. Then I have the gun rammer to help speed up the time on that one. So this one I got because I did the ops with this tank, which is the actual PZ. It's actually the PZ4H. It's actually the Panzer H. Once you complete the Panzer H, you would have to go get, what was it, 25? I think it was either 25,000 or 20,000 experience points. So once you do that, you got the GUP. Then you had so many days of premium stuff. You had some stuff to do with the GUP. But it's the Girls Gone Panzer. That was my first premium I ever got. Pretty nice tank. You cannot customize it because it comes just like it is. You see some of these sometimes out, and this is to the anime, a tribute to the anime Girls Gone Panzer. But this tank is pretty durable and pretty sturdy. Has some hit. It's pretty fast, and it don't play when it gets down to the nitty gritty. So that's the one right there. I got one more. First one I ever really bought that was a premium was this tank right here. It was a tribute to my mother. As you can see, I got her name on the side, and it's called a T-25. I love the way this tank looked for a German tank. I love the way it rolls. I love its firepower for it's a tier 5. And same thing as the GUT was a tier 5. It is German. As you can see, it's in my German garage. But here's where the fun begins with the stats, where it's 50 millimeters on the bottom front, 60 on the top, 60 on the side top turret, 45 on the side where the tracks are on both sides. The rear is 30 at the top, which is a turret, and 20 millimeters on the back end. So you gotta avoid trying to take back end hits, guys. With this tank, it's very fast. It's pretty good on the speed and everything, and it is what it is. All right, speed limit on this puppy. Wait a minute, let's get to the hit points. It's 610. Speed limit on this puppy is 60. Acceleration is 450. Chassis rotation is 30. Turret rotation is 22. Rate of fire is 14.00 rounds per minute. Visual range is 320. Camouflage is average, but I always tell you, add that little help when you go over equipment and the consumables. Always remember to carry those things that I talked about before. I got the enhanced springs. I turn around, I got the camouflage net, got the gun rammer, small kit. This is what I like to do in my tank. It's very good. This is work for me. You have to pick what works for you. by it being a premium round, a premium tank. Oops, I almost stepped on the phone. I don't want to tear up my good phone. Especially when I got a Note 7. Um, um, I have 43 rounds of regular rounds. I got 2 premium rounds. I got 15 explosive rounds. So I love that. And when I get in that trouble, I say, oh, pull the explosive out, put a little hole in something, make a move. And every now I do it. The gun, let's see what we got. I didn't do it all the time with everybody else. Let's do it with this one. I didn't do it with the GUP either. Let's go to check in on it. Uh-oh, did I push to go in? Oops. Wasn't trying to do a map with it. Could have. Let's go back out. I'm trying to do. I almost started up a map with it. Upgrades. That's what I want to do. All right, we got upgrades. Tier 5. You have a Tier 5 turret. Tier 5 gun, which is the cannon. I'm sorry. Tier 5 cannon. Tier 4 motor. Tier 5 tracks. And then in Tier 6. Tier 6 radio. But this little booger right here will play up to Tier 7. That's what's so wow. This one will do the same thing. Play up to Tier 7. So I got some tanks that'll hang around and do a little damage. And Tier 7, so you know, watch out. Okay, that's my premium. That's my second premium I bought, which is this is a German tank. It was set up to be a decoy. It's supposed to be, you know, for some reason the Germans had this thing where they would do a reverse engineer, and they tried to make this little booger look as close as they could to the Wolverine. And what they would do is make this tank look like an American tank, and then they would be sitting off to the side, you know, like it's just, you know, in the area where they work or do. And like they had been there, and they're not even running. But when the United States guys rolled through, then they would shoot at them. You know, make it look like it was part of their team or something. And they would, but that backfired because the United States ended up stealing about 3 of these things. I don't know how the story goes, but that's one for the books. The gun, and well, this is how it works. The front is 85 in the front, 100 on the top side, which is the turret. On the sides, at the bottom, you have 50. You have 45 at the top. You have 45 on the on the back side of it at the top, and 40 on the bottom. So the tank is pretty good, but this tank I want to keep around, and it, you know, for us, you know, when it battles. So it's kind of funny. Rate of fire is kind of slow, in a sense, and the gun is all right. It ain't the best, but it has 6 rounds of regular. I don't have any premium rounds with this Joker for its explosive. I have 16 other rounds, which is the explosive round, which is this what this gun tank carries. I have the medium inner liner, and camo was below average, so I tried to help it by adding the camo nets and stuff, and also adding the gun rammer. Try to keep it around a little bit. Some of these I add the inner liner because some of these tanks, if you hit them right, you can ammo rack them, and also that causes a fire, which as you can see, I always tell y'all, carry that fire extinguisher. Carry that fire extinguisher. I don't care what go down, carry that fire extinguisher. But right now, that's going to conclude the first 5 or 6 tanks that I have that are premium. Hope you enjoyed. But I forgot one tank that they gave me too. They gave me this one too with the first one. When I come back for the next one, you'll be able to find out about this one. I think this is a joke, but that one right there is slow as molasses, even in the wintertime or summertime. But I'll explain it to you about that one later. Peace.